What's up, guys? Had to turn on the light on my truck today because it's so dang early. Driving to the gym, officially 9 weeks out as of this morning. Day after refeed. Refeed was yesterday. It was awesome. Very, very fun. I feel great. Energy's way up for sure. So, I do have a couple of changes to report this week. Everything is still on track, really going well. Man, this overhead lighting really brings out the diet face that I'm starting to get, huh? So body weight is actually consistently up 1 pound from my lows and highs last week, which coach says is all good. It's mainly due to the fact that I just majorly increased my water intake as my carbs have been low and continue to get lower on certain days. I'm just getting a lot thirstier. That's one element of carbs that people don't think about a lot, is carbohydrates hydrate you. They contain a certain amount of water per molecule, per gram, and they keep water in your system. Now, when you start to take those carbs away, you need to get that water just from the water that you're drinking. So yeah, water is becoming more and more important, and I'm starting to feel it. I'm definitely thirstier, especially it's been super hot in the gym. I'm sweating a ton. I'm sweating a ton doing cardio. I'm sweating a ton lifting. So I need that water. So anyway, body weight. So my low this week was up from 215.5 to 216.5, exactly 1 pound. My high this week, same thing. So that was this morning. So morning after refeed is my high. 220.8 last week, 221.8 this week. So exactly 1 pound fluctuation across the board. But again, coach says it's all good. We already have a great plan in place if over the next 10 days my weight doesn't drop a couple, but he believes it will. So I'm feeling good. See, this is another reason why having a coach is so great, guys, because if someone weren't here to tell me, oh, Neil, it's okay that you're up a pound this week, I'd be freaking out. I probably would have skipped my refeed yesterday. I wouldn't have done my refeed. I wouldn't have looked very good this morning. I would have been even more depleted. And guys, this morning, I woke up so full. Not digestive-wise, but muscle-wise. This is the fullest I've looked, for sure. So another change on that note, refeed days are now, they went from 3,700 calories to 4,000 calories on coach's recommendation, which was great. It gave me room for, as you might have seen on my story, it gave me room for some Cookie Crisp cereal. I've decided that's going to be a staple. So for my sort of little fun treat at the end of the night, after my sushi, which is treat enough, believe me, after my sushi, I'm going to pick out a different fat kid cereal every week. Now, it has to be high carb, low fat. It can't have fat in it, or if it does, very minimal. Like I think the Cookie Crisp only had 1.5 grams, which is fine. I can fit that in. But if it's like 10 grams of fat per serving or something, that's not going to work. Like if it's honey bunches of oats and it's got almonds in it or something like that. It's got to be light. It can be sugary as hell, but it's got to be light. I also found this milk, this fat-free milk that is lactose-free, high protein. It gives you like 13 grams of protein per cup. So I ate it with 2 cups of that, 2 cups of cereal, 2 cups of that milk. Milk can do some not so great things to my belly. I'm not willing to admit that I'm fully lactose intolerant, but it might be a little bit. I'm on the borderline for sure. So this stuff, though, because it's lactose free, does not bother me. Yeah, man, fun refeed. super fun refeed. So every week, I'm still gonna do the sushi. The sushi was so good yesterday. I ate 34 pieces. Wish I could remember the place that I ordered from. I'll remember for the next video, and I'll tell you guys where I got it. It's really good though. Really solid place. It's the only place in the greater Monroe area that delivers out here in the country, and just so happens that it's really good, so that's fortunate. Other changes: cardio is the same, other than that I'm dropping Saturday's session, so today's session, for a couple of reasons. I want all of these carbs that I just loaded to be utilized in this workout I'm about to do. Reason number two, later in the afternoon, I've got my first real deal posing session, and that Saturday afternoons are going to be the consistent time for that, I believe, which means that will sort of double as an hour of cardio, because I mean, any of you who have ever done posing for an hour know that it is very much a cardiovascular activity. So I don't want to overdo it, and I want to leave something on the table that we can increase if we need to. So for now, no cardio on Saturdays. Other than that, cardio is staying the same. 45 minutes, 30 minutes on the morning of my refeed days, 45 minutes every other day of the week, besides my rest day, which is Sunday. So yeah, that's that. Training wise, no major changes. I'm implementing some new little tips and tricks that I'm picking up from Coach, which have been great. A solid example of this is a leg press, basically a leg press mechanical drop set, and also just a traditional drop set wrapped all in one, where I loaded up the leg press as heavy as I could possibly get it, and started with my foot position really low so that it's hammering my quads primarily. 5 big reps, rack it, take a plate off each side, move my feet up just a hair, 5 more reps, and continue. So I started basically low and narrow and ended up high and narrow, and then high and wide, and just gradually moved up to the more mechanical advantageous position on the leg press, the more hamstring glute dominant position on the leg press, and it destroyed me, man. Absolutely destroyed me. I worked basically all the way down from 10 plates down to 3 per side, and the stupidest, this is a very bodybuilder thing to say, the stupidest quad pump I think I've ever had. Spiderweb veins all over my inner thighs. Just stupid. So that's been fun. Also 30 rep calf raises. Oh my God. It's another little fun thing that I picked up from Coach. But I think it's going to help me out a lot. And it's definitely working. I can feel that it's working, believe me. Other changes, one nutrition change that I haven't touched on is beginning of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, I'm bumping carbs a little bit. I did that for the first time this past week. Basically 30 extra grams of carbs on those days. So instead of 170, I'm hitting an even 200. And then back down to 170 the following day. I went all the way down to 150 on this past Thursday, which felt pretty good. So I think I'm going to keep doing that. It's almost a carb slide, where beginning of the week carbs are a tiny bit higher, and then they drop a little bit, not significantly, but they do drop. And I'm going to keep going with that for this week, see how that goes. What else, guys? Mentally, feeling really good. I had one really hard day this past week, but I think it was more sleep related than nutrition related or fat loss related. I've been running on less sleep than I want to out of necessity, because if I don't sacrifice a little bit of sleep here and there throughout the week, there's just not enough time in my day. I've got so much going on right now with the new house. I need to be there to support my wife with the new house. And then I also have, cardio, training, posing, all the other stuff that I need to get done throughout the day. So sleep's just got to go for a little bit, and it's okay. Eventually we'll add some more sleep time back in, but for now it's a sacrifice that I got to make. And I know it's not ideal for bodybuilding to not sleep a lot. It's not ideal for recovery, obviously. Same goes for powerlifting and really any other athletic endeavor. But sometimes you just need to prioritize. You need to look at the bigger picture. What's most important? Is shaving off a couple hours of sleep, is that really going to tank your results compared to getting all the things done? Is it going to tank your results more than missing meals, missing cardio, missing training? Hell no. So that's what I'm prioritizing right now. So I had one hard day. I was real grumpy on, what's today? Saturday? I was real grumpy on Thursday. Took a nap. I laid down for a minute. Next thing I knew, an hour had gone by, and then I felt way better. So it was pretty much sleep related. I think I still have enough energy. I still have enough food in my diet that I'm feeling pretty decent, especially with these refeed days in there to look forward to. Right now I feel awesome. Oh yeah, so last thing I wanted to cover today, guys, and then I'll stop talking your ear off. New little pre-workout concoction that I'm making myself. So the pre-workouts that I was using, 2 of Axe and Sledge's pre-workouts, the 7th Gear, the high stem version, and hydraulic, the pump version. I'm pulling those out just because coach says it's probably time to pull out creatine, and they both have creatine in them. Not that 9 weeks is too short a time to get creatine out of your system and flush water weight, but he just said it's not helping me. It's a waste, and each of those products is $45 for not quite a month's worth of each. If I were taking both every single day, which I wasn't. But yeah, they're expensive products. They're great products. They're expensive products to use if they're not really helping me at this point. So I'm switching it up. My new pre-workout concoction, which I have in the truck with me now and will start sipping on as soon as I get off of here, is so it's a whole bunch of AAKG arginine. It's the form of arginine that I feel like I noticed the biggest difference with blood flow and pump. I'm taking like 3 grams of that, 2 grams ish of citrulline, just straight citrulline, nothing fancy. So that's the pump combo in there that I'm doing. I'm throwing about 700 milligrams of 50% standardized caffeine from green tea extract. So what that means is, of that 700 milligrams, half of that is your caffeine content. So I'm getting 350 milligrams of natural caffeine from green tea powder. That also means that the other 50% is still giving me the good stuff in the green tea, like the antioxidants and the healthy stuff. So that's in there for energy. Then I'm throwing in a whole bunch of real deal lemon juice, like half a cup of lemon juice, for a couple of reasons. One, whole bunch of vitamin C and also antioxidants, which there's some studies out there that show that athletes that work out, twice a day tend to be chronically vitamin C deficient because you're depleting vitamins and minerals all the time when you're exerting yourself and sweating all day, which I do. So it's a good thing to have in your system pre-workout and really anytime throughout the day just to try to replenish that a bit. I've also been drinking lemon juice at night before bed. I don't know, it's yummy. I like it, and it also has vitamin C and antioxidants, so that's good. Then I'm sweetening the deal with just a little pinch of stevia powder. If you've used straight stevia powder, you know that all you need is a little pinch, or the whole thing is going to taste like garbage. But it's really good, man. It tastes, honestly, a lot closer to actual lemonade than the fake lemonade flavor of my pre-workout ever did. And yeah, that's it. So then I mix that all up in a shaker, and I like it. It straight up tastes like lemonade, pretty much. I'll follow up on how it compares in terms of pump and all that stuff. I might go look for something to add for the mental clarity and focus element. I actually really liked hydraulic specifically for that. I can't remember exactly. There's a couple ingredients in there for your brain. I can't remember exactly what they are, but I feel like they worked really well. And usually that stuff, I'm like, is it really making a difference? Like, is this just placebo? Am I really more focused than normal? With hydraulic, I thought yes. So I'm going to go looking for those ingredients and throw those in there as well. For now, though, 350 milligrams of caffeine should do a little something for my mental focus and my energy. So yeah, man, that about wraps up my 9-week out video update. If you have any questions, if there's anything I didn't cover that you're curious about, just shoot me a DM. I'm happy to answer your questions, happy to explain myself further if I need to. If you're watching these, if you're watching all these video updates, let me know, because I'm seeing a lot of you guys watch these, which is cool, but sometimes when you're rambling to a phone for 15-20 minutes, it's easy to forget, or it starts to feel like you're just talking to yourself and you're losing your mind a little bit. So if you're watching these, let me know what you think. Let me know, again, if you have any other questions, and I'm happy to answer them for you. Anyway, so I'm headed to the gym for shoulders, arms. I should say arms and shoulders. Arms are going to be my primary muscle group today, which I'm really excited about after 34 pieces of sushi and 2 cups of Cookie Crisp cereal. The bicep tricep pump is going to be the real deal today. I don't even need this arginine and citrulline, if we're being real. So yeah, super excited for that. I'm going to get this pre-workout in me and then go train. All right, guys. Let me know what you want to hear. Catch you next time.